Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here. Look at this. I'm out on Angel. Yes, she has gone through all her repairs. And it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. It really did. But what I want to do is I actually want to take you guys over to a nearby park and show off some of those repairs. You know what? In fact, I'm going to go to a parking lot that's pretty much deserted. That way I don't have to worry about a lot of traffic coming in and out and people walking by and stuff like that. I got to do something about this RAM mount for the camera. Over all that time that I hadn't been using Angel, this RAM mount got really soft, so I can just like move it around and stuff really quite easy. The wind actually moves it too, so I may have to do something to make it affixed a little bit better, maybe even gluing it down. But I'm going to bring you to this parking lot right here. It's technically supposed to be blocked off, but it looks like people have moved a few things. And I'll get you guys in a way that you'll be able to see the bike a little bit better. Alright, let me get it off here, and we'll walk around the bike and I'll show you the work I've done. Okay, so if you do not remember, or maybe you just missed it and you're just now getting into the channel or something like that, Angel was involved in a small accident. My daughter drove through the garage door one morning when she was getting home from work and hit Angel. Okay, the damage that was caused was primarily just aesthetic, in the fact that it was just damage to fenders. Okay, pretty much. Mechanically, Angel was still sound. She still runs and everything like that, so I didn't have to worry about anything with fixing an engine. You know, the heads didn't break or anything like that. You know, the cylinders didn't crack or nothing like that. But I want to show you what I did. Now, I had to replace both the front and rear fender, but because this bike is so old, it's a 2007, I was unable to get the correct color match scheme, that red and silver. Okay, I was not able to get color matching pre-painted fenders. I tried looking on eBay for anything used. Pretty much everything on eBay that I was looking at was damaged in some way. I just couldn't get it. So the front fender, I was able to get a new old stock front fender, but I could only get it in black. Okay, so that means I would have to strip all the paint off and I'd have to do the painting myself. The rear fender, again, all I could get was black, and I couldn't even get the new old stock. Okay, I actually had to buy a used black fender. I couldn't even find a red and silver one. So again, I had to paint the rear fender as well. All right, so I want you to keep in mind, I am not a professional painter. Okay, I've never done a two-tone paint job like this. So let me bring you in a little bit closer, and maybe you'll even be able to see some of my errors. All right, I did go with a color match paint system. So it's the Phantom Silver that matches the tank, and it is the Cardinal Red, again, that matches the original red. I went with a company called Touch Up Direct. I think their paint is a little soft, but short of that, it's actually pretty good stuff for rattle can paint systems. But they also have mix and match paint systems too, so where you can spray it with an actual spray gun and stuff like that, not just rattle cans. But I wanted to bring you down here and show you, got a little Harry's right there stuck to it. I was able to salvage the sticker on the top of my old fender, and I used a hair dryer just to loosen it up and peel it off. It wasn't a perfect peel job. There's a little color removal there, a little bit right there. It also kind of warped and deformed the original vinyl. Then I just used, what was it, shoe goo, I think, or some sort of rubber cement. I just laid down another layer of rubber cement on the back side, and I laid it down on the fender. It looks pretty decent if you ask me. It's not great, but it'll do for my case. You know, I'm not using this as a show bike or nothing. But what I had to do, I painted the whole thing red, and then what I didn't want red, or what I wanted to stay red, I masked off. So this thin little red line, I used a 1/16 inch masking tape to cover that up. Then I used masking tape all over the top of this to cover it up. And then I sprayed what I wanted silver, okay? Silver cures a little bit, you pull all that masking off, and you got your two colors. The yellow, I could not get that original golden yellow pinstriping. Again, old bike, they don't make that stuff anymore. So the yellow is more of an amber yellow. It's not that that darker gold metallic yellow. So I put that down, and if you look, it's a little wavy. Same with that red line. Okay, I'm not a professional. I've never done this stuff before. I've never laid down pinstriping before. So it's a little wavy, okay? Again, that's fine. It's me. This is my bike, and now it's more of my bike because I had to do that. That's work that I've done. But to get the tank to match the front fender, I also put the yellow here. Even though that was not damaged, I wanted to match them. You know, otherwise it was going to have that original gold here and the brighter yellow on the front and rear fenders. Just didn't care for that. Now on the back, pretty much the same thing. You know, I sprayed it all red, put the 1/16 inch masking tape down, sprayed the silver, and then used the yellow pinstriping there. This was actually the worst one because that's the fender that actually got hit the most, and it really crushed in the fender, probably about a good 6 inches. But yeah, everything looks brand new again. I used all my original stuff. I did have to replace the blinker there because it broke. But short of that, everything was fine. What took a little while too was I had to rebuild the front forks. The right fork had developed a oil leak, so I ripped that off, and then I was like, well, you know, if I'm doing one, I might as well do them both. So yeah, I did the left side as well, and again, it just turned out very well. The other thing that I added to this, you may remember a few videos ago when I was getting ready to do my iron butt trip, I was saying how I had gotten progressive shocks for Angel, and I did put those on. So yeah, those are the progressive shocks. There is no air valve. I don't have to worry about air inflation anymore. They give you a small tool. Actually, I got it right here in my pocket. See if I can get it out of this pocket now. They give you, oh, my earbuds. They give you this little tool so you can tighten up the preload on the suspension and get it to your riding desire, you know, how stiff you want the ride. For me, I'm 6'6", 270 to 280 pounds. Depends on whether or not I took a crap recently. But I'm using the second notch on those shocks, and those are the 412 progressive shocks. So yeah, that's it. As you notice, I've already got the muffs on the bike, and that's because we are getting into the cold season. It's not winter yet, but we're getting there. So I've got that on. I don't really need it during the day like this. This is beautiful. We're right around, I think we're coming close to 50 degrees, I think. I don't need them during the day. I could get by with cold weather riding gloves, but I still ride to work, and I need something to help block the winds and stuff, because when I get off of work, it's getting down to around low 40s, maybe upper 30s. So yeah, my handlebar muffs are still, or I shouldn't say still, they are back on the bike just so I can ride home at night comfortably. That's all they're really on there for. As you can tell, I got my lunch bag there, and it's because I am going to work today. And inside my saddlebags, I have a hoodie just for an added insulational factor. I also wear my turtleneck dickie, so I got some nice wind protection around my my core and my neck here, even my chin. So that's why I really have this. And actually, just standing here doing this for you guys, I am getting quite warm. So I say we jump on Angel. We go for a little bit of ride. I'm going to apologize now if the camera seems to move around a little bit, because like I said, that ram mount for some reason is kind of loosening up, and I might have to just get some maybe some rubber cement glue or something like that and kind of glue it into position. All right, let's go for a ride. Yep, starts up. Yeah, that was one of the things too, is that I started there up. I've been riding her for the past couple of days, just making sure that everything is right, okay? So I've readjusted my new rear suspension and everything, make sure that the front forks were working perfectly. I like those horse statues up there. All right, get this down. Yeah. And Angel feels really good. She really does. I'm happy with the way she turned out. I'm very happy with the paint job. That touch-up direct paint is easy to apply. So yeah, I'm very happy with her. And I tell you, my daughter, we work at the same spot, and she came into work the day I had gotten Angel back on the road, and she comes in and she walks past my station, and I go, "Did you notice what I brought to work?" She goes, "What, you bring your truck?" I go, "No." I go, "Go out and look where I park." And she went out there and she came back and she goes, "Oh, you got her going." It's like, yep. I tell you, she was so distraught that she hit Angel. I mean, she was crying and stuff like that. She's like, I'm sorry. It's like, don't worry about it, Vic. She's repairable. And I proved it, because she is now repaired. So yeah, that little video that I put up on Sunday of Angel is reborn, it was not a gimmick. It was kind of a fun little video to put together. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy more videos on Angel. Ever since I got her fully functional and I had the suspension adjusted, you know, just that one click up and everything, I have really been enjoying riding her. And in fact, I haven't been on Mercy in like the past 2 weeks, I think, because I've been just sitting here riding Angel all the time now. So I tell you what though, guys, I am going to probably sign off here. And just because, like I said, this ram mount is like going everywhere. And I'm going to get into some higher speeds, and the camera's going to probably swing around even more. So I'm going to sign off saying, always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body in yourself. Have a good day, guys.